Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first ever installment of Women of DaPodcast present DaPodcast. My name is Sarah from DaPodcast.
My name is not Sarah from DaPodcast. AKA Brittany.
Or BFry, to those who know her best.
So you.
I mean,
Maybe Charlie.
maybe Charlie. For those of you who don't know, Charlie is my cat. I also have a dog named Rory, who you may hear in the background quite a bit, and a cat named Reese, who also could possibly make an appearance.
A vocal.
We live
Solo.
in a zoo. Absolutely. So camp is in one day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man,
So, I didn't pack yet.
me neither. I'm going to a wedding tomorrow that's in New Jersey, 4 hours away. So it is currently 8:42 p.m. and
We're podcasting.
we are podcasting. And I haven't packed for the wedding or camp,
I tried to pack.
for which I leave in less than 24 hours.
You got time.
Yeah, absolutely. I do all my best work at the last minute.
Like this.
Like this. Because why wouldn't we run any sort of check on our podcast except the day before camp?
And also, who cares?
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess we should explain the purpose of this podcast. Do we have a
I
purpose?
was going to say, is there a purpose? Because I didn't think there was.
I mean, I think our ultimate purpose is to rev people up for camp and explain camp and also allow you to get to know your friendly camp counselors.
Yeah. Maybe also to explore the very important questions.
The important
Pre-camp.
questions of life. Yes, I agree. This is ideally going to be a
Monthly.
Let's start monthly. A monthly exploration was the word I was going for, not explanation.
I'll help you with words.
Yeah, Brittany's definitely the word guru.
Discussion.
Absolutely. And I will definitely be doing the math tonight. And those of you who can't sense sarcasm, I'll just
Send you feelers.
put a little ding in there when we are being sarcastic.
Fries are done. The look.
The look
Sarah
that you're
look.
giving me. I think Brittany has some questions that we're going to go off
Sure.
of.
Sure.
Because why wouldn't we ask the important questions of life when we could be packing for camp?
I'll start easy.
I just lost my audio.
Yeah, mine just got really loud because yours did something.
Winner, I'm back.
Don't lean back too far.
Okay. This is definitely a temporary audio exploration for us.
It smells good down here, so I thought I would explore.
It's
Also-
really rare that it smells good down here.
Also, the container of pretzels for the past week I thought was a container of cinnamon for like potpourri, and I was like, well, this is creative in
Oh,
a
no.
takeout container.
That totally is just a container of pretzels I had down here for one of my photography clients with small
Yeah.
children.
Nope, that's not where I was.
I am a
going with
little
it.
surprised it doesn't smell more like cat poop down here,
Yeah, I know.
considering it's been about 2 weeks since the litter's been changed.
Well, I thought that it smelled great because of your cinnamon.
Oh yeah, my cinnamon
Pretzels. Sticks. Close.
I did buy a new candle. It's
Ooh.
vanilla bean.
That's my favorite flavor of ice cream.
You're weird.
Well,
There's
tell
like
me something I don't
there's
know.
like 1,500 flavors of ice cream you could choose from, and you choose a vanilla bean. You're a vanilla bean.
I'm far from tall and lanky. That'd be you, vanilla bean.
I don't
I'm
understand
more-
why a vanilla bean has to be tall and lanky.
Yeah, they're like real long and skinny. I'm more like a.
Have you like done research on the vanilla bean?
I saw it on that Breyers commercial.
You're awfully well versed on vanilla beans.
Anyway.
I'm more on board with the chocolate. The cocoa bean.
That shape more resembles me.
I just like the cows at the Hershey Chocolate World.
I was gonna say the brown cows. I was gonna.
The ones that sing.
What just at Hershey today?
Hershey's milk
I
chocolate.
heard that they're taking them out.
They took the cows out of the Hershey's Chocolate
I
World?
mean, I heard that from the
Why would they
river
do that?
bend. Also, I
What
had
did you
a
just say
friend-
about a river bend?
I heard it around the river bend. It's like a Pocahontas
Oh.
edition.
Oh. I, who
Also-
don't watch movies, do not understand your
Who's
jokes.
also picking the movie for Canada.
Oh, that's on the to-do list for tonight, too. Sorry, Jody.
Oh, I'll post this later. Also, the candy at Chocolate World on the ride, you know how it shoots out things?
Yes.
So it was on the ride with this kid in high school who was really bad, and he stole one, thinking
He
it
stole
was
the
real.
candies?
Yeah, we thought it was real, the one in the ride.
Oh.
Oh no, it's a wood block wrapped in Reese's wrappers.
The truth comes out on DaPodcast.
Yeah.
Now you know.
Truth be told.
And
Maybe
if you...
we should name it. Truth be told.
Oh, I like it. Truth be told. We are looking for a name. TBT.
We'll never know if it's really a throwback or
Throwback
a truth.
Thursday or a Truth Be Told. We could do Truth Be Told Tuesdays. When we eventually go to weekly podcasting.
Wow.
Wow, that's...
The commitment.
Oh,
the
there's so
commitment
much
you just
commitment.
made, I just.
There's so much commitment. Oh, man.
Well, that answered a question: vanilla or chocolate. So,
Check.
wow, we're making progress. We are. Okay, that doesn't tell me the time. It tells me in. Are there seconds?
Oh,
Are
man.
these numbers on my computer seconds?
Oh, gosh, I'm supposed to do the math tonight. I can't do it. I have a calculator on my phone.
I don't know. Okay, I'll find a question.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
Meanwhile, can somebody please figure out how many minutes we're at if we're at 224 seconds?
Anyways, Ryan can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, would you rather have everything taste like boogers or only have one eye?
Why would I want to take either of those options? Truth be told, I would rather have one eye. Because the idea of everything tasting like boogers is foul and salty. So I've heard on the booger front. And at least if I had one eye, I could probably function.
Also, you could be the one-eyed, one-horned, flying people
I
eater.
could.
Oh,
Now-
costume for dance 2018. I think that's when the rotation comes back.
I like it. I like it. Now, you don't know this because you don't wear contacts, but I have gone without one contact before, and from experience, one of the eyes does sort of take on the dominant, like,
I was thinking.
position of seeing things, and eventually things aren't so blurry. So I think really, I mean, I think I could survive.
I was thinking more of, you know, when you like lay down and you like wink one eye and you wink the other, and you can see different things.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like that. I wasn't thinking like a centered. I was thinking of one side or the other.
Yeah, I think so
And then-
too.
How awful would be my perspective on life if I only had one eye?
You'd also have very little peripheral vision.
I don't really have that great. I wear glasses.
That's true. You wear
so
glasses.
I'd be alright. You might struggle.
I might, but at the same time, I had years of wearing glasses, so I might be able to like revert to that state of being.
Also, if you ordered glasses, how would that work? Do you only have one lens, or are you centering the eye, and you would have custom glass?
I certainly would hope that I would just like not have one of my eyes, and like I would just have a clear lens. So maybe I could just like get away with everything being like
one eye Grace Helbig style, one eye prescription.
yes, one-eyed prescription.
Got
We
it.
have a visitor, Q Reese Coon. If you hear any sort of chirping in the background, that would be her.
Chirping, cat chirping.
Cat chirping, indeed.
Okay. So if Mona Lisa had a dating site profile, what would it say?
These are the important questions in life. If Mona
TBT.
Lisa. I mean, obviously, she'd say, "I'm watching you." Mona Lisa would be that creep on the dating website. Because you can't get away from her. Like, she would be that... I would see Mona Lisa as, like... I don't know. Like that older woman who's just, like, trying to pick up guys. Because she's, like, always watching. From, like, afar. She's really creepy. I don't like her.
What do you think her type is?
Mona Lisa's type. Oh. I mean, what era is she from? Is she like the Renaissance era?
I don't know. You want me to fact check this?
That'd be great. Maybe like Mona Lisa would probably go after the what's that thing called? Renaissance Fair. The Renaissance Fair people.
Oh, all about them turkey legs.
Yeah, turkey legs and like jesters.
Oh.
Mona Lisa and a jester. Could you see that? What are you fact checking? I've already forgotten.
The date of which she's from 1517.
1517.
Well,
That's...
1503 to 1506, perhaps continuing until 1517.
All right. So in 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. That was like colonial era, back in the day. And then so 1517, yeah, probably like, I don't know.
King Francis.
King Francis.
The first.
The first.
The France. Of France. It does say of France.
France, see? I actually saw the original Mona Lisa at one point at the Louvre. But when I went, there were so many people there that I couldn't like get up high enough to, or like far enough in front.
Like this picture right here.
Yeah, exactly. To see it. So what I did was I...
this kid in the selfie, sorry.
Oh my gosh, for real.
There's a kid taking a selfie with Mona Lisa.
He is.
In a crowd.
That is like that is the epitome of the like, it's like the quintessential millennial version of like how to view the Mona Lisa right there.
Meanwhile, there's an old man in the middle, like pushing the young kids out of the way.
Yeah, he is so legit. That is Mona Lisa's type right there. This man would be on the dating website looking for Mona Lisa.
Gray dress shirt.
Gray dress shirt. Yes. Pushing the kids out of the way. He is there for Mona, for sure.
Oh, she likes the fighting kind.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. So anyway, I was at the Louvre and I couldn't see it, and I didn't want to wait the like hour to push up to the front. So what I did was I took my camera and I put it on video mode, and I held it way above my head, and I just jumped as high as I could. And I saw it with my eyes, but then I also had it on video, and then I just got a freeze frame of it. That's how I viewed the Mona Lisa. That's what I did.
That's classy.
It is. I'm a classy lady. Let's just be honest.
Meanwhile, I'm over here with a coaster stuck to my cup.
Coaster stuck to the bottom of your cup.
As I'm trying to drink.
You've got like an entire setup over here, and I literally am sitting here with the phone in front of me.
And my camera.
And your camera and my headphone case.
Meanwhile, I have like a mouse.
Sorry, I hit the thing.
Well,
yeah, you've got like a mouse and a coaster and a phone and a Sharpie, because we obviously need to be
Sharpie
permanently marking things as we're
Sharpie pen,
podcasting.
it does not leak.
Oh, well, all right.
Through my paper.
And she has the most ridiculous setup of questions I've ever seen in my life.
It's also categorized and checked off if I'm going to use it at camp or not. I don't know.
When did you become so organized?
Well,
let's talk about that.
Okay. In 1993.
It all started one July day.
Yes.
In 1993.
Well, you see, there was a period of time in my life where I had time. Not anytime recently, about a couple months ago. And I used my lunch period because who needs a whole hour to eat a salad? Not I. So,
and some would argue that you could use lunch for socializing.
Oh, construction men are a little dirty. So, preferred to handwrite this ridiculous list on pages and pages of a legal pad of just very strategic questions for camp, in which I then color-coded categorized into things. And it's in an Excel sheet with little tabs at the bottom.
Yeah.
that are also color-coded Furby sticks.
I'm impressed just by the thought process of this whole thing. But can we go back to one thing? You have an hour for lunch.
Yes.
Okay, kids. Let me tell you about the working world and what sort of privilege it is to have a full hour for
To have lunch. I haven't taken lunch in a month. It's awful. Anyways, tell your story.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just amazed at your hour for lunch. I get 30-minute lunch, but 30-minute lunch...
But you also get, like, the world's longest month lunch from June to August.
But, like...
I know it's not real lunch, but if you thought about it, 24 times 3 months.
I suppose you have a point. I'm a teacher, by the way. BT
It's
dubs.
not. I work with construction men.
She does, indeed. But, like, my lunch consists of dropping kids off, shoving a yogurt down my throat, trying to find time to go to the bathroom, and then picking kids up again. Just not a whole lot.
You, like, lift them up. Is this like I pick things up and
I
put them
pick
down?
things up and put them down. Nada.
Planet Fitness. She actually teaches.
I actually work at Planet Fitness.
Yes.
Just,
Pick them up, put them down.
it's a total no judgment zone. just all the time. All the time at Planet Fitness. For real.
Let's get into a little deeper question.
Oh man. I thought this was going to be like not too deep with Grace Helbig.
But I'm not Grace Helbig.
Okay. Women of DaPodcast goes deep. Let's go. I got my shovel.
Law and Order or Criminal Minds?
Oh my god. Okay, wait.
Can we want to do like a pro-con list?
Can we be more specific?
Well, Law and Order SVU.
Okay. Because, like, Law and Order, no.
Oh, yeah.
Never in a million years. And Criminal Intent, who is that even on anymore?
Oh, well, that girl is from some movie in the 80s. My mom tells me it every time it comes on. I forget. I think it's, I don't know. Fact check that later.
Okay. So, we're
Anyways.
talking specifically SVO.
Yes.
Or Criminal Minds.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to say Criminal Minds.
Okay.
And only because I like the characters better on Criminal Minds. But the storylines are, like, pretty even.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've become very emotionally attached to Olivia Benson.
Yeah.
Because in college, I stayed up on top of every episode of the current season. I haven't watched the most recent one.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if the strong female role, they got me hooked. They
Yeah.
were like, oh, you're a girl? Here's Olivia.
Well, and Olivia Benson's also, like, worked her way up
Yes.
through.
And I admire that.
Yeah.
But I've also been in this kick of rewatching every Criminal Minds episode ever.
Yes.
I'm on, like, season 4 right now.
Mhm.
And also, mad respect for all of them. First of all, Penelope.
See, I think
just-
Penelope is what gets me on
Yes.
Criminal Minds because I'm just, like, such a fan of a quirky character.
Yeah.
So, like, Penelope on Criminal Minds, like,
Definitely
Abby.
has the comedy factor.
Abby on
That's
NCIS. Yes, I was gonna say Criminal Minds definitely has a comedy factor to it, which is hilarious because
it's so dark.
It's so dark. It's so dark. But, like, the character, like, development isn't dark. Like,
Yeah.
it's just the cases they're solving. So,
Mhm.
like, you can be emotionally attached to the characters without feeling like you're going down, like, a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Because, like, the cases are over at the end of every episode,
Yes.
for the most part. But, oh man, between Garcia and Morgan, that relationship is on point. I love it.
Except for now he's gone.
I know, I can't even think about it.
Yeah, me
It
neither.
depresses
I'll
me.
wait till I get there. On
Depresses
Netflix.
me. He's, like, one of my favorite characters.
Also, I'm kind of a sucker for Reed because, like, I'm a super nerd.
Oh my gosh, I know.
And
Reed.
he just
He's another
spits
quirky
things out,
character.
and I'm like, wow. I sometimes do that, but not in, like, the smartness you are, just because I just speak really.
And he's, like, I'm also, like, a huge fan of Big Bang Theory, and he's,
Yeah.
like, the Sheldon Cooper of
Yeah.
Criminal Minds, and,
Okay.
like, you gotta love a good Sheldon. Like, I
Yes.
love Sheldon on Big Bang Theory.
Just watching that the other day.
And, I mean, there's a Penny on Big Bang, there's a Penelope on Criminal Minds. I mean, there's so many parallels. Two of my
You're
favorite
right.
shows, they line up, it's great. Nerds and serial killers. It's great.
Combo of the century.
The combination of the century.
Almost as good as the next question. Bacon or sausage?
Oh, that's easy. Bacon. I don't like sausage.
Oh, wow. That was so definite.
Yeah, no way. There's like no line there for me at all.
Huh.
I could make a case for chicken apple sausage.
Oh, yeah, you do like that.
I do. I put that in everything.
In the freezer.
I do. I have a lot of it in the freezer because I always forget that I have it and I buy it.
Yeah, I know. And I used to buy it, and so it would have every name on it, so that I remember,
Yeah.
like, who is what.
We might not have mentioned that we live together.
Oh.
We're roommates, by the way.
Now that you know. We share a freezer, actually.
We share a freezer. No, we just share a freezer. She just keeps her food here.
Just my chicken apple sausages.
Just her chicken apple sausage. Just write her name on it
some
so I don't eat it.
Pops.
Yeah. It should also probably be mentioned that I literally don't cook at all. So when I cook, it's like a huge deal, and pretty much the only thing I cook is spaghetti with chicken apple sausage in it or macaroni and cheese, which I don't put chicken apple sausage in, but there could be a good case for it going in there.
Yeah.
But I only make Kraft macaroni and cheese.
It would make it more crafty.
It would be. We put the Kraft in Kraft.
The C craft in the K craft.
Brittany puts me to shame when it comes to cooking.
So I meal prep every week.
Every single
Breakfast,
week.
lunch, and dinner.
Saturday, I just don't even go in the kitchen because Brittany literally spends her entire life in that kitchen on Saturday. And it takes the house temperature up to like 87 degrees.
Which is currently upstairs right now.
Yeah,
too.
it's so hot. So hot.
Also, let's talk about hot spaces today. I was in a job trailer on a job site, actually in Hershey.
I wasn't even there and it was hot.
Oh, hilarious. Wow, you like made a one sarcastic quick comment the first time since I lived here in a year, 13 months, you made your first great joke.
I finally got up to the sarcasm.
Anyways,
continuing on, hot spaces.
This trailer had the AC on. I made some air quotes for
AC.
the listeners. And
for those of you who suck at acronyms like I do, AC is air conditioning.
not Atlantic City.
Listen, it took me 14 years to figure out that ER meant emergency room. I just need to clarify. Continue on. Your trailer had AC.
And you could see like the fan was blowing because there's like a piece of tape and it's like blowing in the wind.
Mm-hmm.
The trailer, when I first got there, was 87 degrees inside. They moved the fan.
I don't know why that's an issue.
Next to some man who is like 6'8". So the fan is not hitting me because I'm 5'3", and sitting, I'm like about 2 feet tall. And I look at the thermostat in the middle of the meeting and just went, "Oh!" really loud. It was 92 degrees in there.
Oh my god.
And I'm sweating. I'm looking at the owner of this project who is just like slowly becoming ghost white and just sweating. And finally they were like, okay, the meeting's over, bye. Like, everyone leave.
Yeah.
It was like 90 degrees outside, but there was a breeze. It felt like the most glorious day of my life.
Yeah. I watched Two Little Girls, and we haven't been outside for 3 days because it's been so unbelievably hot in Pennsylvania. And I find the clouds finally like came through today and covered up the sun, and I was like, yo, we're going out, because they were just going completely stir crazy. So we went outside, and literally all I was doing was throwing a rope to their dog, and I was pouring out sweat. And I don't really sweat that much. Like, I'm not like that kind of person, but like I actually went and bought a car this afternoon, and I went home and changed my t-shirt before going to buy the car because I was soaked through my t-shirt just from throwing it to a dog, throwing the rope to a dog, and that was with the sun behind the clouds. Like, I think the humidity level was like at 160% today. It was unbelievable. Unreal.
Speaking
so hot.
Of hot things and us, great combination. Remember the first time we met each other? How hot that was?
Oh,
And
yes.
Our first encounter, but not encounter together?
Yes, I do.
So,
but you're the better one to tell that story.
Because
I mean, I can preface it.
I have to defend myself, so I should tell it.
Okay. Should I preface with how hot it was?
Sure.
So, Brittany and I, not technically met, but the first time we, like, connected, I suppose, was how many years ago? 3? 4?
I just finished my freshman year of college, so it'd been 2012, 4 years ago.
Okay, so 4 years ago at camp, and we were counselors. I was the counselor, and Brittany was my bunk counselor because it was her first year. And I had brought a little, like, clock radio so I could see what time it was, and it also had the temperature on it. And we were moving into our cabin, and I had turned the clock radio on, and I came back, and the clock radio had registered in the cabin 106 degrees.
I like that you call it the clock radio.
The clock radio.
Without thinking about it. I'd be like, oh, the clock and the radio thing.
That's how I grew up calling it a clock radio.
Like,
don't make fun of me. Yeah, so it was 106 degrees. So, anyway, in order to sort of alleviate the heat, the cabins are obviously not air conditioned, but the very kind people at Camp Penn do provide us with like a standing fan, like a tower fan. Okay, and then Brittany can take over the story from here.
So it's like 3 in the morning, and I've been going to camp forever, so I don't need my glasses to go to the bathroom. I know it's very unsafe. I'm like legally blind, literally. So I come out of my cabin and I see this blurry figure, and I hadn't spoke to Sarah the entire first day.
Yeah, she was terrified of me.
I mean, she's 8,000 feet tall, and like
by
a loud teacher
tall,
voice.
She means 5'8".
With a loud teacher voice, and I just didn't talk to her, and I was vowing not to talk to her all week. Well, we all know.
This is how Brittany deals with emotions. This is a little idea of Brittany's emotional
a little
state.
dramatic. Anyways, so I got up, and blind Brittany saw this figure, and I ran right into it because I couldn't quite figure out where it was moving, and I could have sworn it was Sarah. So I hugged it, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, and tried to like move her out of my way and like walk around her. It was the fan.
And ever since, she's been a fan of me.
Oh.
Number two. I got one in. Yep. So that's our adorable story of how we met and came to be roommates in the heat. Yes. And then Britt ended up getting a job near me and stayed with me when she interviewed, and one thing led to another, and she got the job, and she moved in.
And haven't left yet.
Hasn't moved out yet. Just kidding. I can't afford to live here without you. Don't leave me.
Yeah, you just bought a car.
I just bought a car. You can't leave. You can't leave for another 66 months. That's the term of my contract.
Oh, okay.
Good. Just so you have an end
5.5
point in mind.
years.
5.5 more years.
I'll be 28 and a half.
Oh, God. I'll be 33.
Also, I'm never moving out. If Sarah gets married and has children,
Yeah, we've already planned this.
I'm moving to the attic with the animals. I'm assuming.
Which is hilarious, because Brittany hates the heat, and if you want to talk about a room in this house that is unbelievably hot.
You're gonna put your kid up there?
Yeah, whatever. Kids are resilient.
Oh, okay, great, thanks.
Yeah, bro.
I like my room.
You were my bro before my kids were. I don't have kids right now, by the way.
or a husband.
Or the other half of the equation that equals kids.
Sorry, just dropped my Sharpie.
Her Sharpie pen.
Yeah, it does say that very specifically.
Very
Medium.
So, are you like one of those people that has to use that kind of pen? Like,
No.
is that your pen?
No.
Okay. Because I definitely have a pen type.
Well, I have a pen type, but this was just sitting on my dresser, so I grabbed it because
Oh, no, that
my
one.
attempt to pack for camp is in my way
Oh, yeah.
of my pens, so I had to.
Yeah, I do commend you for having an attempt to pack for camp. Cause
Yeah, I have to unpack and repack because it's not quite where I need it to be.
I haven't unpacked from the beach
Yeah.
in order to pack for camp.
Accurate. I also have to pack for the beach to leave from camp.
Yes, that's true. And for podcasting.
So, priorities.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about priorities here.
Priorities.
Podcasting before... I couldn't think of something that rhymed. Sorry.
Does anything rhyme with podcasting? God blasting. God.
Oh, no. We can't put podcasting before God.
No.
God blasting.
Yes, that's what I meant. That's what I was going for. Podcasting before God blasting. We can't
Never
blast God.
blast.
We should never God blast. No blasting God. Oh my God, we're getting off topic. Was there ever a topic?
No topic with the Woodmont women.
Woodmont woman. No topic. Still
And
like, truth be told.
Truth be told, if you know how Noodles and Company is like essentially just all different types of noodles.
Yes.
If you could make like a restaurant that was all different types of something, what would it be?
Oh my. Oh. Alright, hold on. Well, let me get there. So, instantly, I thought like cookies, but that's just a bakery.
My thought was pizza, and I was like, nope, that's called Infinitos.
Infinitos or Cece's Pizza Buffet. What do you prefer?
Oh. I've only gone to a CC's once.
Me too. But they put mac and cheese on a pizza. I mean, that gets points immediately. Yeah. That like increases the credit score exponentially.
I just like I don't remember the cost of CC's, but I do remember the cost of Infinitos being dirt cheap.
Yeah, and you could eat as much pizza as you wanted. That was great in college. Okay, back to the original question. Yeah. What if there was something? See, I feel like there's something for everything, because then I thought soup, but there's that place called Zoop that has like a million different types of soup.
Didn't know about that.
And then I was thinking salad, and then there's that, I mean, that's just a salad bar.
Hosses.
Or that, what's that salad place at the mall? Salad Creation or something like that?
Sure. I also had this thought about pasta, but you know that place Palasta?
Palasta. Yeah. That was also like a Cece's.
Yeah.
What about like tacos? Like all different types of tacos. Like you could do fish tacos, or you could do like Asian tacos, or like Mexican tacos, or I mean any type of tacos.
I like the Mexican taco option, as if tacos weren't Mexican already.
Listen, tacos could technically be Spanish.
Yeah.
Like all different types of Spanish-speaking countries. This is gonna be an issue.
Yeah. Your long arms.
I do have long arms. My long arms are an issue. Yeah, I would say like different types of tacos, because everybody loves tacos.
Yeah.
And you can put anything in a taco. Chicken taco.
You could be vegan, you could be gluten-free.
That's right. Yeah, you could do any type of tacos. I kind of feel like Bubba Gump right now. Chicken tacos. Beef tacos. Tofu tacos. Fish tacos. Yeah, tacos.
You could like rewrite the Soft Kitty song into a taco song.
I've unplugged myself again.
You've been undone.
Soft taco, hard taco, little bit of cheese.
Exactly where it's going.
Crunchy taco, meaty taco. Yes, please, please.
Please don't copyright that song. We're working on the rights to it.
We're working on the rights. I don't have the rights. I don't have the rights to the Soft Kitty song yet.
Well,
we'll get there.
We'll eventually hit you back, Sheldon.
Took me a second to figure out who Sheldon was.
We can go back to that conversation.
We can. My cat is biting me.
Reese, to be specific.
Reese, to be specific. Reese's the princess of the house. There's
After
absolutely
me.
no doubt about it. Which is only because I'm the queen.
That's me slapping my knee. Literally.
And then there was awkward silence.
Yeah, I know. You want to play a game?
Not really. I kind of hate games.
Well, tag you're it. Okay, fine. We'll play a
She
game.
didn't actually tag me, by the way. So I'm. Ow!
They heard me tag you. Okay.
Do you hear that noise?
Yeah, I think it's Rishi pretending like she knows how to claw things, but
Oh, yeah.
she has no claws.
She has no claws.
Oh.
Did I mention we live in a zoo?
It's called the Coon Zoo. Free admittance. Admittance.
Brittany's in charge of words.
I
Free
liked-
admission is the word you're going for.
Whatever. Not my problem. Anyways, I did the 66 month math.
Oh.
And math was your job.
What? Oh, yeah. I know.
So now we're equal. You did a word, I did math. Perfect. Okay, well, we're playing a game anyway.
All right.
Can you rename these items?
Can I rename them?
Yes.
Okay.
Red Lobster biscuits.
Delightful cheddar bites.
You were like, feel like you were timing. She like made the nastiest face. Like, I'm not timing you, man. We're at 1,000.
I got nervous.
4 seconds, and I don't know how much that is anyway. So
Let me do the math. Continue
Okay.
on.
cankles.
Pudgy. Pudgy foot connectors.
Capris. Into legs.
Like the leg type of capris?
Yes.
Not like Capri Sun.
No.
Flood readiness pants. I can't do this. I keep kicking things. Your short little legs. My legs don't fit in this little
Fine.
space you've created for us here.
Now I can like kick free. Power strip.
Electric socket stick.
Steak.
A stick.
Sheep.
Sheep?
Yeah.
Fluff bunnies.
With little ears.
Little ears. Oversized fluff bunnies.
Jetpack.
Zoom machine.
Cupcake.
Overly sweet muffin.
I just had this thought about a cupcake. Never thought about the word
A
before.
muffin with icing.
Never thought about that word before. That it was like literally a cake in a cup.
Yes. Brittany's in charge of words.
Whoopie pie.
Icing sandwich.
Play-Doh.
Ooh. Colorful mud.
Last one. Pita.
Like pita bread?
Yeah.
Or like PETA, the animal organization. Is that an
I
animal
don't
organization?
know what
PETA?
you're talking about, but
Like
I was
pita
talking-
bread
yeah.
is the thing?
Seeking, like food.
Bread that got sat on by an elephant. Or a sandwich pocket.
Sandwich packet. Wow. That was very productive.
I think
You
so
should
too.
submit these to like Webster Dictionary.
I like it.
That who controls Webster Dictionary?
Isn't it Merriam? Merriam-Webster. That's what it says.
Yeah, but is that a person? Who, like, how do they determine a word that deserves a dictionary? And how do they write these definitions?
Yeah, that's a good question. Related to that, I heard on the internet today, or
Heard on the
I heard on the internet. I heard on the radio today that they just added 6 additional words to the Webster's dictionary, and one of them was something so ridiculous. Glamping. They added glamping to the dictionary. Glamorous camping, which is not what we do at camp.
My parents just did that at Creation. Everybody else is tenting. They're in a $20 million cabin. that includes the price of the land. So,
Yes.
but
Glamping. Glamping was part of it. And they also, I want to say TBT was on there. Throwback Thursday.
not to be confused with Truth Be Told.
Truth be told. Yeah, very interesting. I don't know. I just feel like a person named Miriam wouldn't approve glamping.
Yeah.
Maybe
Also,
they have like a Google team.
I just envision
Google's in charge
these
of everything these
people,
days.
like in a room just waiting for a word to pop up and then be like, yeah, no, yes, but how do we write this in a definition? Like, I just
Yeah.
no concept. Like, is your job to write,
To write
the
a
website?
definition.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I think a definition can be more confusing than the actual word.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah, because you spent your whole childhood looking up definitions of things.
For like my 10th birthday or something, my mom got me a dictionary that could fit in your binder. It was like 8.5 by 11, and it was
Wow.
like super thin, and the writing was like microscopic.
Did you have to use a microscope?
No, because I is not a scientist.
But like, that is not microscopic. Did you ever think about that word? And the definition of it?
No, because Miriam isn't my friend on Facebook to tell me.
Oh my.
Anyways, what were we talking about?
I'm not sure.
For pre-Webster issues.
We were making up definitions of words.
Oh, yes. What are your feelings on Furbies?
I think they're terrifying.
Thank you. You know what I did to my Furby as a child?
No.
This is my dad's favorite story. So he could hear me like banging in my room and like screaming Jesus really loud. So he comes in and he was
Oh my
like,
gosh, did you give your Furby an exorcism?
my dad came in and he was like, honey, we should not be using the Lord's name in vain. Like, that's what that means. He's like screaming his name, like, because you're mad. And I was like, no, I'm trying to teach it to say Jesus and it won't. So I'm just banging it and then screaming Jesus.
That is awesome. You were trying to convert your Furby to Christianity. The rest of us were just trying to get it to speak English. Brittany was trying to convert it.
And then in
Oh my
college,
gosh.
my uncle bought me a new Furby.
Oh,
The one that you can use its app.
yes, the Furby app.
Yeah, I donated that thing. Also, your cat is like pushing a piece of mulch around
Yeah, I
the
know.
house.
I don't even know why I buy them toys, because they just find things on the floor that are a lot more entertaining for them. Yeah, I had a Furby. One of my best friends gave me a Furby for a birthday, and I thought I really wanted it. Like, thought is the key word there. And then I started playing with it, and I realized that it was just a terrifying creature that would keep me up at night, and it would, like, stare at me all the time. And mine never learned to speak English. So obnoxious. But it looked really cool. It was blue, and it had purple polka dots. It was pretty awesome. I sold it at a yard sale.
Maybe the creators of Furby do. Remember those like babies you had in high school that you had to like fake take care of,
Oh,
and the teachers like
yes.
monitored them?
Sorry, at first I thought you meant Tamagotchis, and then I figured out
Oh,
what
I
you
was
meant.
gonna say something about them, but then I got sidetracked by these babies.
Mhm.
And you know how there was like that one crack baby?
Yes. That had you up
Maybe-
all night.
Yeah. So maybe the creators of Furby just have like crack Furbies.
Oh, yeah.
Just maybe you have one of those.
That's creepy.
I
When I
had
had that
Jesus
baby,
Furby.
you had Jesus Furby, and I had crack Furby. Maybe when I had that baby, I didn't know what on earth was going on in the middle of the night. Because when you wake me up in the middle of the night, like if I am really dead asleep and you wake me up, like I'm the kind of person that will go into like hysteria almost, like not like verbally, but I just like I panic, like I freak out whenever people like wake me up in the night and I don't know what's going on, and it like sends me into this like night terror almost. So my mom said that when I had my like, you know, little 8th grade baby, I every time it would go off, she would have to come in and like talk me through the situation because I couldn't like wrap my head around the idea of what was going on, and I would just sit and stare at it, and like it would record how long it took you to like take care of it. And it wasn't that I didn't want to take care of the baby. I'm not gonna be like a horrible mother, but like I couldn't understand in the middle of the night what was going on with that situation. So my mom would have to come in and be like, honey, it's a fake baby. It's crying. You need to turn it off. Every single night. My poor mother, oh, God bless my mom. She would be up with me all night long for that like weekend. I somehow miraculously passed though.
Also, I just had this thought. Why was this a thing? And two,
It's still a thing.
like, yes, but who was like, I have this great idea. I'm going to give some teenagers some babies and teach them parenting, which they won't remember by the time they're 30. And second of all, I would like to keep them up all night and then yell at them for not doing their other homework because they were up with the baby.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or at a
Also, I
sporting
don't think
event.
it's ever proven to be effective to prevent teenage pregnancy at all.
I didn't have to do it.
Lucky.
Actually.
You're lucky. I did. I also had the baby that had like the wobble head. Like some of them just kept their heads up on their own. I got the wobble head baby. So if my baby's head like tilted back, I lost points. So I had to carry that thing around like a real baby the whole time, which I guess is more the point, but still.
It worked for you.
Yeah, let's talk about my relationship status right now. Desperately
Podcasting.
single.
Oh.
Podcasting with roommate.
Facebook official.
2 cats and a dog. And a fish named
I was gonna
Maxwell.
say, what about the man upstairs? Not the big man upstairs, just the little man.
Oh, my poor fish named Maxwell. He was a classroom pet, and I really had every thought process that poor fish wouldn't make it through the school year, which is
And
so
here
morbid.
he is,
And he did. He's a
falling
resilient
victim
fish.
to
And now I don't think he'll make it through the summer because every day I wake up and there's a little less water in his bowl.
I usually catch the two in the action.
Yeah, in the
Wet
morning.
paws.
Yeah. Well, this morning I got up and the top of the tank was off,
Oh.
which means they figured out how to take it off, which is not a good thing.
Wow.
Okay. I think we've been going for like 25 minutes.
Yeah. Is that a good time?
I guess so.
How do
I
we
mean, I
close
think
it
so.
out? Furbies were a good closeout
Yeah,
for us.
I think so too.
Babies.
I mean, we might as well end on the most terrifying note. Don't have a baby,
And don't leave your fish unattended with your cats.
and don't buy a Furby.
Oh, wow.
We
have
takeaways.
successfully-
We have takeaways.
Truth be told.
Truth be told, we just came up with 3 takeaways from this podcast.
And this is their teacher over here, Miss Coon, with her little takeaways.
That's right. If I had to summarize this podcast, it would be: don't get pregnant, don't buy a Furby, and don't leave a fish unattended with 2 cats.
My 3 things were try some infinitos,
Yeah.
Penelope, and Penny. Well, okay, more so, Criminal Minds and Big Bang Theory are simultaneously the same show, essentially.
They're on a parallel level.
Parallel universe. Also, admission
Admission
is a great word.
and admittance is not.
Yes. You should just call me Miriam myself.
Yep. Thanks for joining us.
Juices.
Bye.